We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and it really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Rosen on 1st and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Down, Murray. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On play action, Rosen. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone?
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Hot!
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's 30 yards now in the last two plays. Back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Detroit! Detroit!
On second down, Rosen. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Zach Ertz, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. No problem there on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man is Uzomah. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Quincy Enunwa with the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Cook. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They'll set up a throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Here's Jackson. Nowhere to go that time. It's a 46-yard punt with a loss on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Now Rosen on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Rosen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
On 3rd down, Rosen. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Here's Sam Cook now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. With it is Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Got an open man. It's a new one. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Anunwa's got it, complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. He'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Anunwa, the intended target. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Detroit!
It's Clement, and an alley to run. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle, but if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed, plenty of open field to get after that.
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Watch him now, Barney!
2nd and 10 now. It's Rosen finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And frankly, Brendan, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses. And now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield. It's similar to that.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half. We'll come back here right after this. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And complete right side to Cook. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
That's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Stephen Hauschka for the point after. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Rosen again on 2nd and 10. And this is incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
Lucky 56.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And that last penalty makes his 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5.
Leopard! Watch him now, Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And Cook has it, left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got his man on the crossing route. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again. They'll run for it with Cook. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Hauschka's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Lucky 56. Over. Detroit.
Final play of the half here. It's Rosen. He'll air this one toward Coleman. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. You sure you're ready for the third quarter? Need to use a bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Rams getting set to go now. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A big play there out of Cook. And even 50 yards on the ground. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Looking to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run with Cook. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll look to throw here. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
Detroit! Watch him now, Barney!
They go with Murray again. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Now a give. This is Murray. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Off the play fake, here's Rosen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Rosen. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Hauschka with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Jackson now to return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot!
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Gun!
2nd and 10. It's Rosen again. And this is Hurts with it, right side. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They give him a gain of 38.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
Detroit! Gun!
On 2nd down, Rosen. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Rosen now off the bootleg. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
First carry for the fullback, Aaron Ripkowski. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Here we go now. Blue landing.
They pitch it out to Cook. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Back to throw here. And he finds Cook. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a 1st down.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They run it again with Cook. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Rams on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now back to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Rosen back into his end zone. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd down and 12.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Rosen from his end zone on 3rd and long. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
They'll try to run it in with Murray. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Over!
They come out here in the eye.
Back 99, Philly, here we go! Over!
Now they'll run. Murray. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They come up in an offset eye. They'll run for it. This is Murray. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Latavius Murray, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to...
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. A 10th carry in the game for Carr. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for L.A. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Gun. Watch it now, Barney.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it.
And that one, Oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Leopard! Set! 3-19!
The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Here we go now.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Los Angeles, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Giants next week. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.